Triumph Tuesday. We're just waiting for, and there we go, bam. We're not waiting any long, right? Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, and you know, with us, Tuesday is Triumph Tuesday. Good morning, everyone. This is Carol, so AKA Naughty Boss, live from Pickleball U with
TwoSistas, and good morning, everyone. My name is Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0, still with figuring out the green screen in the background, but I do love the background, so I'm gonna have to work with that, and we'll see what happens with that. Triumph Tuesday, always a lot to chit chat about, so I'm going to turn it over to my sister.
There we go. Good morning. I'm just trying, you know, it's really sunny out here. Of course, most of you know I am in Florida, so I always try to find a good spot. I'm at Pickle U right now, and I think I've got a good spot here. And I'm sure the bench is wet, so my butt's gonna get a little wet, but that's okay. I don't mind. Good morning, everyone. You know, when we chat about Triumph Tuesday, it kind of almost, you know, really sets the tone of the celebration that's coming up on Friday, right? Because Friday is Fantabulous Friday. And when we talk about triumphing over something, it doesn't always necessarily mean like this big, huge, momentous thing that you had to endure. Of course, yes, of course, those celebrations of triumph are also very positive. They will impact your health and wellness, no doubt. But let's talk about the little triumphs, because the little triumphs are really about habit changing, getting you into that better health and wellness mindset that you can really triumph over those things that you were stumbling over. Now, what could that be? I don't know, maybe you're trying a new exercise. Maybe you're trying a new health and wellness routine. Maybe you decided, yep, I'm gonna join the gym this month and kind of see how it goes, see how I kind of, you know, get into the groove and change my habits. And changing habits is not easy. You know, when we think of triumphing over something, we often forget about the habit changing, because habits, good habits form good celebrations for the whole week. And what happens is when you incorporate different changes in your life, sometimes you struggle with that, right? You know, it's an effort. Like, say, if you decided that you were going to mark your day with, I don't know, doing something with cardio, you're going to get into your cardio, right? And, you know, you tried it a couple days and you're like, not so much. I'm not really into that. Did you give yourself a chance? Because a lot of times just changing the mindset to change the habit is going to make you fast forward, basically. And I don't want to say fast forward, it's probably not a good analogy, but really get you on that path to triumphing over what you were trying to change in the habit. So it's a whole combination of mindset change, not quitting on yourself, and celebrating the little wins, the little triumphs, because that is going to get you into the mindset, yeah, I can do this. You know what? I thought I couldn't. I doubted myself. And then actually, you know, when I decided that I knew it was going to take some time, a lot of people don't understand that the average timeline to change your habits and your mindset and how you look at things is 21 days. 21 days will allow you time to kind of, you know, adjust to the change, but also get you into that great rhythm of, wow, I'm seeing some slow changes and now I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of like, you know, when you get yourself going and then you don't do it a day and you realize at that moment, shoot, I forgot, or I really missed it. That's when you know that the habit is a good habit to change to, and that your body actually missed it or your mindset missed it. Don't you think, Jan?
Yes, sorry, I had to mute myself.
That's
You're
okay.
absolutely right, because, and here's the thing about triumphs too, because my schedule is just, it's gone up like 1,000%. So I have to be very, very mindful of what I'm doing through the day. And for instance, you know, like obviously I haven't marked on my calendar podcast 8 to 9, although we're not on for an hour. That gives me time to catch up on, you know, do the post podcast stuff and, you know, attend to TwoSistas business. But what I found, and this occurred to me this morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to share this. So
Dan, your microphone seems, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh,
I mean, I can hear you, but it doesn't seem super loud. Do I sound loud?
okay. How does that sound? I
I
turned
don't
it.
know. It's so weird. I can hear you, but I don't know whether it's just me.
Well, it could be that you're outside or it could be the connection, but I've actually have my volume turned all the way up.
Okay, just
Yeah.
keep going with it. I can still hear you.
Okay, good. So as I was kickboxing this morning, I've been kickboxing at home because of my time. And what I noticed is I'm still getting in one hell of a great workout. Love kickboxing. Everybody knows that. And is probably sick of me talking about kickboxing. But what I notice is I am only doing the things that I like to do in kickboxing and not the stuff that pushes me. So today, I think I was on round 4, well, whatever round it was. And I'm like, oh boy, Jan, you gotta turn it up a few notches here. So I did. So I triumphed over that and I was proud of myself. The last 2 rounds, I just kind of did what I wanted to do. And the great thing about that is it's such a good feeling to know that you have, and that's really like a little thing, but in the grand scheme of things, that could be really big for somebody. Like, okay, perhaps you've started, say, a walking routine and you're walking outside in your neighborhood and you're going at a really good pace. Excuse me. Well, maybe what you want to do is you decide, you know what, it's getting kind of easy. Maybe I'll add some ankle weights. Adding ankle weights obviously is going to force your muscles to work that much harder. And when you're done with that walk, you're like, ooh, yeah, that was challenging, but it felt great because I took the initiative to, a situation presented itself. I kind of looked at it like, this is getting easy. And I remedied that by adding the ankle weights. So it doesn't have to be monumental, although it is very big in the grand scheme of things. So all those type of things, whatever you're setting out to do, are so important for you and everybody around you. So yeah, I think that, good things will always happen when you take that moment to survey, kind of like, how can I do this different? How can I add some spice to it? Even hand weights too. At some point, you may want to add some hand weights. So those are all good things. And boom, you've accomplished so much by not making, tweaking a
Well,
few.
what I always like to do is kind of keep a chart as well, especially when you're introducing a new habit that doesn't readily come natural to you, that you're implementing. So oftentimes, just because of our busy lives, things that we are doing, different, directions we're going to, maybe different appointments, when you introduce something new into your routine, it doesn't come natural. So what I like to think of is actually putting out a chart and actually introduce that habit to your chart, and kind of like just like you're in grade school, make sure that you're checking it off, right? That way, you're going to map it out. And I would only do it for a week to 10 days. You're going to check off that daily habit. And you're going to say, my goodness, I can't believe that I just did this, that I really felt that the habit's so good for me. I'm super excited about that. And it's just a great way to implement a great new health wellness habit into your daily routine. Again, it's just to kind of keep you on point. And then when you're going to add up, you can say, you know what, I want to see if I can do this 10 days in a row. And after you've done it for 10 days in a row, guess what? That's a triumph. And that's what you should be celebrating. So I love all these different things of how we introduce and really celebrate those particular triumphs and patting ourselves in the back, knowing that we did a good job, because ultimately we are accountable for ourselves. No one else is. Yes, you can have it's great to also have an accountability partner. Talk about what you are trying to introduce, talk about the different things, and talk about your wins. No win is too small, and you should celebrate those triumphs. And that's what I'm going to do. I actually took a lesson yesterday from one of the great pros in the Pickle U world. And you know, she gave me some things that are going to be a struggle for me. It's actually about my footing and how I position my legs when I'm doing either a backhand and or forward hand. So those are things that, you know, are not going to come easy to me, but it's a necessity if I want to up my game. Now, who doesn't want to up their game, no matter what it is in your health and wellness fitness plan, right? So will I stumble? Yeah. And will I, like today when I'm going to play, I'm going to actually be working on my skills more so than going after the win. Now, there's two sides here at Pickle U. There's a north side and south side. One is more competitive than the other. And so the side that I'm going to be working on is really more about not so much the win, but more about the fundamentals of how my body is actually in a situation when it's in a backhand, forehand, and actually learning the game a little bit more. And it has to do with changing the way that my legs are. That's not going to come easy because my habit is to go another way, right? So it's going to be a challenge, but guess what? I am up for the challenge. I'm super excited about that. And so we want to know, what are you excited about on this Triumph Tuesday? What habits are you changing? What are you going to do for your health and wellness that you're going to like, I triumphed over that. Bravo to me. With that, this is Carol Sue, AKA Naughty Boss, live, about to get my pickleball on at Pickle U in Vero Beach with
TwoSistas. Hey everyone, my name is Janice, aka Wellness Diva, with the moving thing in the background here. I'm going to try to triumph over that. Let us know what you think. Tomorrow we will be on with a guest that we've had on before. His name is Paul Forcione. Tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. We can't wait to catch up with Paul. Hey everybody, have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great day.